What is going on, people? It is Uncle Nick here, and I wanted to go over some things with you guys that we have coming up, kind of recap some things like the whole Nike experience. I did want to say thank you to those people real quick. I hope you guys really enjoyed that because that was such an awesome experience. Like I said in that video, it was hard to videotape for the sheer fact that I didn't want to enjoy and take everything in through a video camera. I wanted to be in the moment with those people, Brian and Miles and all those guys, and the generosity and the hospitality that they showed us was absolutely amazing, and I cannot thank them enough. Be able to do stuff like this with Brian and Miles just creates awesome memories and an awesome experience, so I feel extremely fortunate to be able to do that with them. But moving on to what is coming up next. Well, I have a competition in about 2 months, give or take a few days. So I am training for that. I'm in full swing for preparation for another competition. What competition? USS Nationals. I am throwing my hat into USS Nationals. I am already signed up. I'm already registered. I'm already qualified. So I'm going to take a crack at another national show. I won NAS Nationals. That was my very first YouTube video ever, and I shouldn't have mentioned that because it's like cringeworthy when I go back and watch it and look at where my, not that I'm good at it now, but I'm sure as hell a lot better than when I did that one. That's for sure. I had no clue what I was doing whatsoever with editing, with talking to a camera, with anything related to YouTube whatsoever. That was back in November of 2017. I won my first Strongman Nationals. That was my first national level competition. I was about 2 years in. I qualified for the year before, but I was very new to Strongman, and I had the opportunity to go to Rome for some family stuff or go to nationals, and it was like Missouri yeah, I went to Rome. I think you guys probably would have chosen that option too. At least I like to think so. So the following year, it was in Vegas. It was like a 20-year anniversary. Went to that nationals, had an extremely consistent performance, went against a lot of outstanding competitors, and I won by 1 point. My first nationals ever, became the 200-pound national champion, and I was super excited because I was hoping for top 10. Following through, I'm kind of a lot more familiar with the strongman scene at this point, obviously, because I have a lot more competitions under my belt. What is my game plan for this? What are the events? Well, that is what we're going to go over and bring you up to speed on that. That is June 9th. So I have about 8 more weeks of prep. That's plenty of time to prep, get everything dialed in, get stronger, the whole 9 yards. Next month, we have a couple cool things going on. One, including the Lion State Classic, which Brian has done some videos before on, and I'm sure he will do a video on that event stuff as well because it's normally an awesome time, especially with our homie Joey. Anytime we get together with Joey, we have fun. Joey's our brother, man. We love Joey. So if you guys, shameless plug, if you guys aren't subscribed to Joey, go subscribe to Joey. Anyways, what are the events that I'm training for? One of the events is a log clean and press, 260 pounds, as many reps as possible. So through training for the Arnold, I was technically still prepping for this as well. So it kind of lined up, the stars aligned on that one. And it's pretty straightforward. As many reps as you can get in a minute, clean and press every rep, wait for the down command, do your job. I don't plan on missing warm-ups for this one. Fun fact, USS Nationals this year is in the same exact spot as the Arnold in Ohio at the convention center. So I'll be right back there in June. So I'm pretty excited about this event. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You guys have heard me talk about a log clean and press dozens of times. So yeah, let's go to the second event. Next event is the axle deadlift. Now, what's a little bit different about this axle than the Arnold is it's at 13 inches, it's a wagon wheel, and it's 2.5 inches in diameter, which is bigger than what you normally see. The normal Rogue axle that you typically see, or even the Bartos, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but they are mostly 2 inches in diameter. That is the typical axle diameter. This is 2.5 inches, which will put a little bit out front, which may make it a little bit harder. Also a 13-inch height, which is a little higher. That's like just below the knees-ish, somewhere around there. Luckily, I was training axle for the Arnold. The only thing different is we actually have wagon wheels here now. Boom! We got wagon wheels. A lot of people have been using them in squats and stuff like that, clean and presses. Anything with a wagon wheel just makes the implement look that much cooler versus setting it on boxes and stuff like that. It really embraces the strongman image of lifting something big, awkward looking, and cumbersome. What better to do a deadlift with a wagon wheel? I hope we do like a horse carriage deadlift instead of a car deadlift. That'd be kind of cool. I think so. Just do like a whole like medieval themed strongman competition. I'm on to some here, people. So with that being said, I'm not gonna train any of my deadlifts touch and go because I'm not sure if it will be touch and go, so I'm not going to train that way. I'm gonna train everything from a dead stop with a reset, get my brace, go. It's harder that way, and if it's normally harder when it comes to strength training, it normally makes you stronger. That's kind of the methodology that I use with that. So that is really my game plan with this thus far, but I am running a conjugate program for this event, so there will be a lot of bands involved, there'll be a lot of sucking involved, but that's okay. Conjugate runs me into the ground, but it is hands down one of the most productive programs that I've ever done. So I'm excited to train this wagon wheel stuff with some bands and make it that much more miserable, definitely. So with that being said, we're gonna move on to the next event. I wonder what that is. Third event, sand battle. What the? Sandbag back pedal sled drag medley. So basically what that is, there are two sandbags. They're both 265 pounds. Carry one, load it into the sled, sprint back, grab the second 265 pound sandbag, throw that on in there. Then you grab the sled, which is gonna be 530 pounds at this point, and you back pedal sled drag it back to that 50-foot lane, down the lane across the finish line, and time. So that is something similar I had at Worlds, something kind of similar with the block carry, and it's just a moving event thing that I'm extremely looking forward to. I'm actually really excited about the event lineup for Nationals so far. I like the weights. It looks like a lot of fun. But obviously I'm just gonna be training speed with this for a lot, just getting the rhythm down, finding that battle rhythm, so under pressure I execute like I always say, and that is the game plan with that. Get practice with sandbags. Now we only have one 265 sandbag, so I'll probably use like the 250 and the 265, 15 pounds. No, we have a 275 pound, hold on. Scratch that, we have a 250 to 275. So I'm 15 pounds under and 10 pounds over. It kind of balances out right? It works in my head. I'm gonna be practicing with those when I do comp weight type stuff. Sled, we just got a new one made. One of our members made it. It's pretty hefty. It's 191 pounds empty. Two comp weight sandbags, that'd put it well over 700 pounds, like 715, somewhere around there. So how I'm gonna train that basically is I'm gonna use the 275, 250, and then a sled, and I'm gonna load the sled to approximately that 530 pound range, because if I put them in that sled, I'm gonna be over 700 pounds. Dump them to the side, act like I'm loading them into something, and then grab that and backpedal with that. Knowing that place is polished concrete floor, I'm familiar with that service area, so that is a plus. I know what shoes work after the Arnold. I'm gonna use those shoes and dial that in, so I'm prepared on that aspect, so no slippage. That's the plan. We're gonna move on to the next event, because that's all I got for you on that one. So the next event is the 700 pound yoke, 120 foot. 60 foot down, 60 foot back. You have the drop, stop, turn, get underneath of it. Now, I'm very familiar with that. I've actually had more times than not, that is what I normally get for a yoke, distance-wise and running and turning-wise. It's always a super yoke or drop, stop, and turn. 700 pounds, not bad at all. Most of it is, in the past, I've had 720, 740. At Worlds, I had like a 720 yoke, I think, for 50 foot. Or 60 foot, and I got sub 10 seconds, 9 something maybe, I think, I'm not sure. But it's a weight I'm comfortable with and something that I can run with. Now, like I said in the past, I will typically do my percentages off this weight instead of my 900 pound yoke PR for the 50 feet or whatever, because I don't need to go that heavy. I need to work this and get fast at that, even faster than I am. So it allows me to really become fluid with this event with my drop, stop, and turn. Now that's gonna be where a lot of people make it or break it, because you wanna get a good pick on that turnaround. A lot of people might rush it, get knocking under it. Some people might take too long, but you wanna find that sweet spot, not too hot, not too cold, a little bit of Goldilocks right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Pretty straightforward on that one. That's all I got for you guys on that event. The last event we're gonna be moving on, I wonder what that is. Another sandbag throw. I'm extremely excited about this because it's an opportunity for me to train it and get it right and get it really dialed in this time so I don't make the mistakes like I did at Worlds on the final sandbag. Didn't get enough arch, got it high enough, just didn't get enough arch. I needed to get it over the whatever the hell that thing was called. It's a giant board 15 foot up in the air. I don't know what the name was. But this is over 15 foot. This is over 14 feet right here. I wrote it out and still messed it up. 14 foot, 20 pound sandbag, 30 pound sandbag, 40 pound sandbag. My goal is to make that a 1, 2, 3, 1 motion and blaze through that. I just gotta dial in that technique, train it correctly. I have some stuff I've been working on that I've been training to get a little bit more explosive out of the hole for a one-time throw to really make that strategy work for me. So I'm really excited to train this. And the good thing about throws is you can really train that after any sort of lifting day. I typically like to train it after a squat day or a deadlift day because everything's kind of fatigued, so it's kind of more of a power on demand and you're not using heavy weight. Now, as you do get up close to 40, 50 pounds, I personally will feel everything really slow down when I'm tired, and you go from throwing it 10 plus feet in the air to like 6, 7 plus feet in the air. It's crazy how 5 pounds on a throw really makes a difference. I mean, it's kind of like grip work where 5 pounds can be like the difference between not a problem and oh shit. Sandbags are kind of that way, but it's lightweight, it's not taxing. You can do it for conditioning, you can do it as like a burnout, and you can do it just for fun. It's fun no matter which way I train it that way. So fortunately, it's incorporated towards the end of my training days into some sort of EMOM, things like that. It's a very versatile thing to do. You can do it with kettlebells, you can do it with sandbags. Fortunately enough, we have the Rogue throwing sandbags, so that's what I use, and I'm looking forward to training this some more and really getting things dialed in because consistency is king in strongman. You don't want to be a one-trick pony, and that's really my plan for this. I'm excited, I feel good. I had a pretty good bounce back. I had a consistent performance at the Arnold outside of almost missing event, but that wasn't for any other reason than I was having breakfast with Arnold Schwarzenegger, so whatever. I'll take that. That is about all I got for you guys. I just want to give you a heads up what I'm training for, so when you see me training and doing stuff, why I'm doing it, here's why, here's the events, this is why I'm running my training this way. So I'm excited to kind of keep you guys in the loop on this process, hopefully able to teach you guys stuff along the way, and I'll be sure to vlog and video stuff, anything that pops up in between to get you guys some good, entertaining content because I enjoy doing the vlog stuff, the traveling stuff, and bring you guys in on my experience, my day, and how things are going. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Nike stuff. Thank you so much for watching and being so patient. I appreciate it, guys. I couldn't be doing this without you guys. And you guys, I'm fortunate enough to have a very loyal following and subscriber base. So thank you guys for always tuning in. Until the next time, you guys know what the deal is. Get out there, get after it, and embrace the suck.